Okay, it is working now. Okay, let's get started. Welcome everyone. Let me share my screen for the agenda. Okay, can you see the agenda?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Today we have 4 topics. The first one is we're going to continue the discussion of Notary project org maintainers to check current status and anything else we need to do. The second one was added by Pradesh, but he couldn't join. So I think Rakesh, let me check whether Rakesh joined. Okay, Rakesh joined, so maybe Rakesh can take on this topic. The third one is a small thing for the timestamping implementation. We had a issue for the new name, and based on the discussion from previous meeting, we may have some updates on this one. The last one is from Feynman. Okay, hi, Wani.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay, let's start from the first one. The first one is about Notary project org maintainers. So based on the previous meeting on last Thursday Pacific time, I think we proceed to add Toddy, Shui, and Pritesh as org maintainers. And I think Toddy is currently working on the PR. So my first question is to Toddy, do you need any help or do you have anything you want to discuss in this meeting?
I don't need any help. We need to update all the maintainers files for all the sub-projects because they contain the org maintainers. Last time when we did those changes, we were looking for how we can, for example, make it easier to do that. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a way, so we need to have like quite a few PRs for each sub-project. I created only one for the .github project, and then I wanted to wait until today to hear any feedback, whether I should proceed with the rest of the PRs. But in general, I don't need help, just kind of if somebody knows a better way to manage that. I couldn't find one so far.
Yeah. Any suggestions from other participants? Because we have many sub-projects, right? So we needed to create PR separately. So I don't know whether there's a good way to do that.
I don't think that the problem is the creation of the PRs. The question is, so having in mind that these got approved, can I actually just go create the PRs, get 2 approvals, and move it forward, and not wait again for everybody to go and approve the PRs? I mean, the whole process with the org maintainers to approve it. That's what I mean. As long as I have 2 code owners from each repository approving it, we can go ahead and merge the PRs.
Okay. So let's take this for example. So this is under .github repo, and we have the PR, right, to update the code owners and the maintainers. And based on our votes, we have the super majority from the org maintainers that we agree with these new org maintainers. So for each repository, we have the PR rules, right? If we have 2 from the code owners, we can proceed. So maybe we can align in this meeting that for each sub-repository that we add the new org maintainers, we don't need to have all the supermajority. We just follow the rules of the PR review rules.
Yeah,
So for example,
that's my suggestion. Mhm.
Is it if it's the same maintainers, if these are org level maintainers, should the PR and all the sub repositories just point to the .github repository, and that way we don't have to do this every time?
For the maintainers files, yes, we can. Unfortunately, for the code owners, we cannot. As far as I understood, or my experience with GitHub is that for the code owners, you always need to have the code owners, which means that even if we save on the maintainers file changes, we still need to do a PR in every repository for the code owners. So
Can we use a team for the org maintainers and use that team in the code owner file?
the purpose, first, we cannot use a team in the code owners, I believe, because that didn't work last time when we tried. For the maintainers file, the maintainers file is intended for transparency and not so much on, so the kind of the standard like nesting stuff doesn't work very well with those files. We went through that like a year ago when we added the code owners in the maintainers files. I am
Another
with
thing is
what
that
so
sorry. Yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I think we are kind of we had these same conversations like last January or February, as far as I remember. I think the question here is whether we are okay with just repository merge permissions and policies, and not ask again Nias, Steve, and Justin to go for each one of those PRs and approve them. That's, I think, the question that we need to agree on.
I think as long as they're the same, it's 100% fine with me.
And I will link the issue where they approved it. So from kind of approval point of view, we should be fine. Okay. If everybody is fine with that, I'll just go ahead and go and create the PRs. Creation of the PRs is quite easy.
Hey, Toddy, while we're on this subject, the meeting last Thursday, I promised you a name for someone from Docker to be an org maintainer. And that's James. That's going to be James Carnegie. Would you
mind submitting actually an issue for that as a proposal?
Oh,
because
yeah,
that's the,
sure.
Yeah, that's the official.
Just in the .github project, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and he'll replace Justin.
Okay.
And Steve Lasker, was at Microsoft and at Docker both while now he's somewhere else. So I don't know what the plan is to do with him, but Kip's
I believe he expressed interest to step down. He wanted to make sure that we have enough maintainers before he files that, so I can follow up with him on that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thanks, David.
Cool. Thanks, folks.
Yeah. So we agreed that for the sub projects, we just create the PR and follow the PR review rules for the sub projects. That's good. And also, David will create a new issue for the org maintainers from Docker. Okay, great. So regarding to maintenance, we still have some other issues I created. I think there were some discussion last Thursday meeting. Toddy, do you have any thing you want to say? Besides we create PRs for new org maintenance, anything else we needed to start working on?
I don't think so. I think that and what David just mentioned were the two big things. That the only thing was like we wanted to have some kind of deadline by when we want to finish that, and I think that was discussed on last week's Tuesday meeting. So, right, I don't have anything else unless Vani, David, you were on Thursday. Is there anything that I'm forgetting?
That's all I recall.
Yeah.
That's about it, Toddy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm checking previous notes. So we also agree that we should have at least 6 org maintainers, right? And our targeted date is basically next Monday meeting to finalize org maintainers elections. Okay, that's the first topic. So if no other comments, I will continue to the second one. Okay, the second one is was brought up by Pradesh, but he couldn't join. And so Rakesh, could you drive the discussion for this one?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is related to this PR. Let me send this in the chat.
Is this one?
Yep, that is the
Sorry.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. So in this PR, Pritesh is moving some of the Notation Go code to plugin framework package. So this is basically decoupling the plugin related code into its own package so that it will be easier for plugin developers to take a dependency on plugin stuff without taking a dependency on all the other packages that Notation Go depends on. So this is a breaking change, as in we are moving some of the interfaces from Notation Go package to plugin framework package. I think Shive added a comment on this one as well. So I think there are a couple of ways to avoid breaking the existing consumers of Notation Go package. That is either creating shim structures in Notation Go or bumping up the Notation Go version once we move out all the plugin related code to its own package. I want to understand which one is preferred by the community. Pritesh and I discussed about this, and we are preferring to upgrade the Notation Go version, major version upgrade after moving this stuff. But I want to hear from the community if there are any preferences here. We don't necessarily need to take a decision in this call, but if anyone have any strong opinions on this subject, please add a comment to the issue and we can discuss there.
So my suggestion is that we should keep on the V1 because we can still have the capability. We don't need to introduce breaking changes. Just like the goal on building in packages, like the IO slash IOUTIL, that package was deprecated, but obviously they have a backward compatibility. And also there are many other APIs like the FS package. That's a new package. For old APIs, they just have a pointer or equal sign, just have listed in the PR comment. We can just use a type name and equal sign, and then the new type name to redirect the type to another package. In that case, we didn't introduce any breaking changes. So in my opinion, we can depend on a new package without introducing breaking changes. So we can keep on the current V1 of the notation Go. So that's one thing. The second thing is that if we want to start using plugin framework package, we first make sure that the plugin framework package is on a stable state. For example, when it reaches V1. Otherwise, you will find that the stable notation Go V1 package is depending on an unstable library. That does not make sense to me. And the third thing is that I don't say we are not going to have a V2 of Notation Go. If we do really want to, we can start with a feature branch in the Notation Go repository so that we can iterate on that feature branch. And when it reaches a stable state, we can just use that as the main branch or just merge that feature branch to the main branch, so that we can just iterate to the notation V2. By the way, in Golang, V1 and V2 can exist at the same time, and we can maintain those versions at the same time.
Okay, thanks for the comments, Shive. On your follow-up question on your first point, that is adding pointers to a separate package, right? You posted an example here, file info equal to fs.file info. Are there any maintenance issues there? Like, will there be more maintenance burden to manage two sets of interfaces with this approach?
No, because I use the Golang building library day to day, I don't find any issues. And once we have those pointers, we can mark those pointers as deprecated and let the user to slowly migrate to the new package.
Okay, does this have to be done for each and every interface and method, variable, everything? I think we have quite a few references in the plugin space. I'm trying
Yes,
to understand if
yes, we have to do, but I think it's just one PR.
okay. Yeah, and your second comment, the stable version of the plugin framework. As far as I know, Pritesh is moving the code to the plugin framework, and he wants to start the version of the plugin framework to be V1, which is going to be a stable version, since we are not introducing any new changes, but moving code from one place to another. But yeah, thanks for the comments. I will ask Pritesh to take a look at the effort needed to create these pointers versus creating a separate feature branch for V2 and tracking things there. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Rakesh, Shui. So anything else around this topic? Okay, then for this one, Rakesh will later discuss with Pritesh about the comments from Shui. Then we will see whether anything else we need to have further discussion. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is actually the name for timestamp. According to the comments from last week, let me find the issue. I think based on previous meeting that NIAS will have some proposal by today's meeting. So do we have any updates or anyone is aware of this? Vani, Rakesh, or anyone know the status? So the name is quite important, and it's better that we can get alignment on this as soon as we can, so that we can start putting the code into the new repository. We also need to set up some governance documents related to it.
This is the timestamp, right? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timestamp
I'll
currently
see if I
we
can. Yeah, I'll see if I can get back after this meeting.
yeah, thanks, Vani.
Yeah, coming out of the meeting on Thursday, the idea was that timestamp is probably too generic in the same way that TSA might be, and so maybe something like TSA client or something like that.
I think it was mostly towards timestamp Go as part of the issues comments. So I'll get back after the meeting.
Yeah, please, if anything, please add comments on this issue, so that we can have a follow-up or offline discussion before Thursday meeting. Okay, thanks. This is the third one. The last comment, last topic is from Feynman. Yeah, Feynman, could you take on this?
Yeah, hi Eve. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I think I can quickly share the video slide and its script for KubeCon EU. Before I sharing the draft of the slide and the script, I would like to know, is there anybody from our community who will be able to attend the KubeCon EU in Paris? I know Toddy will be there, but I would like to know if anyone else who have planned to attend the KubeCon EU. Bunny, do you know anyone from your team will be the KubeCon EU?
That question
David,
might be better to ask on the Thursday, where we may have people from the EU attending.
Okay. Thanks, David.
I mentioned James Carnegie earlier, taking up the mantle at Docker. He'll be at the Thursday meeting, I know, and he might be going. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. I'm asking this because as I know, there are some potential collaboration opportunities for us for the Notary project at KubeCon EU to promote the project and collaborate with CNCF to gain more visibility of the project at the KubeCon EU. I just attached a link, the project opportunities at KubeCon EU in the agenda items. So you can find those opportunities, those potential opportunities for KubeCon EU. And Toddy will be there. So if you have colleagues or team members who are in the Notary project, maybe you can contact Toddy and we can come up with a plan to promote the project and catch up the opportunities to collaborate with CNCF at KubeCon EU. Actually, I would like to get a review on the draft slide and also the script for the project update, because in general, CNCF always ask the incubating and graduated projects maintainers to record the short video for their project, and they will play that video at the KubeCon keynote. I think they do this kind of promotion for incubating and graduated project during each KubeCon, and you can find those videos on the CNCF YouTube channel. I just attached 2 links, the slide and the script. Maybe you can help me to open the slide first. I can go over the basic structure of the project update video. Yeah, here's the slide for the draft. This is still the draft version. And this is the slide for the Notary project updates for this KubeCon EU. And I created 3 pages because there are usually maybe less than 1 minute to go over the major updates, especially the exciting updates and the brief introduction of the project. So there will not be too much content and information included in the video. So I am planning to create these 3 slides to go over the major updates and the brief introduction of Notary project. And the first slide is about what is Notary project and notation, and the basic functionalities of the project. And by the way, we will use the new project logo, the Notary project logo here, and we will replace that after the CNCF help us finish the redesign. This is still in the process, and I got the feedback from CNCF that they should be able to finalize the new logo within a few weeks. And I will also list the adopters and contributors in this page, as well as the screenshot of the Notary project, the notation CLI command sets. And the second page is actually about the exciting updates happened in last year. I'm not sure what should be the time frame, the time period for this part. As I looked at the last KubeCon project updates video, I saw some projects includes the updates for 1 year, and some project includes for half of a year. So I'm thinking it would be better to list the most exciting updates in the past year. So I'm thinking these updates are the most important part for us. But if you think there's something missed in this list, feel free to add to this page or comment on this page. And the last page is actually elaborate on the end-to-end usage and workflow of using Notary project to sign and verify images and OCR artifacts in Kubernetes. I created a simple workflow diagram to elaborate on how developers to build, sign, verify, and validate the images from their building phase to the end of the deployment phase. I think we will only have 1 minute to go over these slides, and so I created another script to show what we want to say or what we want to show in that short video. So that script includes a lot of context and information that I would like to request all of you to help me review that. I will not go over the details that are included in the script, but I would expect that all Notary project maintainers can take a look and review that script document. Could you go back to the agenda page? There's actually another link that summarizes the script for the video. So I will not go over those information in this meeting due to the time reason, but I would expect that Notary project maintainers can give some feedback and review this document. This is actually related to the slide that I shared in this meeting. and I'm following the format that other projects presented in the last KubeCon EU. Any questions or thoughts on this part, the project updates?
One comment from my side, do we need to briefly mention something we are going to do in the near future? Some, for example, one slide related to the roadmap or something will be delivered in future?
As I mentioned that in general, each project will have only 30 minutes to 30 seconds to 1 minute to go over their project updates. So I think there will not be enough time to share what will be the next and the roadmap in that short video. And as you can see, there's a sample video from the last KubeCon. I don't see any other projects share their roadmap and the future plan in that video. I think the intention of this video is just share what we have and the most exciting updates, the highlights for this project in the past few months or in the past year. I think they have time limitation. But ideally, it will be better to include that. I agree this is a good idea.
Okay, so basically it's about what is this open source project and what are the existing updates in the recent months, right? This is the main purpose.
Yeah, correct. If there's anything else that should be included, maybe Toddy, you have any context? You have quite experience in attending every KubeCon in North America and Europe, right?
So there are no specific requirements except on the time, so we can talk about whatever we think is appropriate. Normally what they do is it's like in 1 minute you want to share what happened from the previous KubeCon to this KubeCon. That's what the updates are. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we have never actually done that before, so what you're proposing sounds good to me. It's just very quick video that we can record.
Okay, so for the script part, for the script document, I think maybe you can take a look after this meeting. It will take some time to review the specific information and the wording. So I really appreciate if you guys can help review that afterwards.
Another comment from my side, Fabian, do you have some timeline for reviewing this?
As I get from the CNCF, the video submission deadline is January 25. So I'm thinking we can finalize the script and the slide before January 15th. Then we will have around more than 1 week to prepare for the video, to record the video and submit that before that deadline.
Okay, so basically, the slide and the script, we will give the community 1 week, right? So next week, this community meeting, we can finalize this. Then we can start preparing the video submission. And also, as you mentioned, we will have a new logo, right? So we need to, in some time, we need to replace this one, the old one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
There's another information that I want to briefly share with you folks. Can you go back to the agenda? There's actually another link, the project opportunities, KubeCon EU. Yeah, please open that link. So if your team have folks will be the KubeCon EU. I think we can catch the opportunities to collaborate with other Notary project maintainers to promote the project and get more visibility at the KubeCon. I think two things that we already scheduled with CNCF. The first one is project updates video, and the second one is the collaboration opportunity with media. I think Toddy will be there to talk with media, and CNCF will also have the resource to connect the media with us and share our announcement or anything we want to share and amplify in the industry. And this page is actually including a lot of opportunities for the project. And another thing is that we also secured a project booth for Notary project. So if you have members who wanna join the KubeCon, maybe we can create some demo videos that can be played at the KubeCon booth, at the project booth. Actually, there's still another opportunity for us, or incubating and the graduated project have the permission to submit a lightning talk around 5 to 10 minutes at KubeCon EU. I think we don't have that part. We don't have submitted the lightning talk this time, right, Toddy?
No, we have not.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if anyone from Docker team or from AWS team who wanna join, I think it would be good that you can submit a lightning talk for KubeCon EU, because this is one of the access for the incubating project.
I believe it's too late. I think the lightning talk is not.
No. Yeah, it is actually before January 17th.
Oh, okay. I thought that they have the same deadlines. Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, it's January 17th. And all of those opportunities is the deadline, all of it is before January 17th. So if we wanna have the PR support, lightning talk, and demo videos for the project booth, and a lot of things we wanna collaborate in the KubeCon EU, we can prepare and submit before January 17th. Yeah, I think I have completed the walkthrough of the KubeCon EU related things. Back to Yi. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in this meeting or contact me directly.
Okay, thanks, Feynman. Yeah,
Thanks, Feynman.
So please, I think Feynman share the link in the agenda. So please review. Maybe Feynman, you can post the link in the chat so folks can copy. So we have 1 week to review this, and we finalize the by next committee meeting, next Monday committee meeting. Then we will continue to prepare the video. Okay. Yeah, that's all the topics today. We still have some time. Do we want to discuss any other topics from any participants? If no, I think we can end early.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, folks.
Bye.